welcome to the Vintage Needle Crafter. My name is Laura. Welcome back returning subscribers and welcome new viewers. This is my little corner where I love to sit down and discuss all things knit and crochet. So, how is everyone doing this week? I hope you are well, and I hope you are safe, and I hope you are happy. I hope you're not affected too much by the wildfire smoke or whatever that's going on with the air lately. The air quality's been pretty bad. Even here in northern Illinois, we've had days to where it was smoky from the Canada wildfires, and we've had days like today to where it's just hazy and the air quality's not very good. It's harder on me because I'm the type of person that I love to wake up in the morning, open the windows, let the fresh air in. But right now I cannot. So it's just in the house. But we're just dealing with it and we're just going with life. So I hope you're all safe and happy and healthy. All right, so the garden is doing good. And I have been feeling pretty good this past week. I did not get time to film last week. I just got busy with life and things going on. So, but I thought I would sit down today early this week and get my filming done because I have a lot of projects to share with you. And I have other things I want to show you, so all right, well, let's get right into it. Okay, the first thing I'm going to show you is getting close to being finished. And this might not be as long of a podcast as you're normally seeing. I'm breathless again today, just having a hard time with the breathing, with the air quality and all that, so... Okay, I showed you this last time, and it was just this back piece here. And if you recognize it, this is the Cornflake Top by Kika. And I am making mine in this Drops Cotton Light in a blue. So there's that. I am using on mine a US size 5. I did not purchase the pattern. I just watched her tutorial that was a quick tutorial of how she made it, and I just kind of winged it, so to speak. I've never made a top like this before with the saddle shoulder, and it was quite interesting, and I would like to make more sweaters and things like this with saddle shoulder. But with this, I've just about got the body finished. And I did decide not to, let's see, close it up there. This is a seed stitch. And for mine, I didn't want to finish the whole body in the seed stitch. I thought it looked nice just by doing the stockinette stitch on the bottom. So that's a little bit different of mine. I just have about 3 more inches to go on the bottom here. And then I'm going to do this part right in here with the lace. And then after that, it's take a contrast color and just crochet. And yeah, this is what's nice about this pattern. She crochets around the edge, which she'll show you that in her tutorial. Now, these armholes look massively huge, but they're not, well, because once you get that crocheted edge on, it will cinch it up. So... So there's that, and Drops Cotton Light. This is on sale. I just went over there and purchased more. I went and got myself some in a shade of green and a hot pink because I want to make something else with this. So it was 80, oh, come on, memory. I think it was 88 cents or 85 cents for one of these, and there are 115 yards or 105 meters on this. It's a 3-weight. It's not 100% cotton. It's 50% cotton and 50% polyester. Yes, I know. I'm trying to get away from mixed fiber. But for 85 cents, I couldn't help it. The price got to me. It really did. It really got to me because I'm thinking of making another one of these in the green with the pink. And on her tutorial, you'll see one made in the green and the pink, and I think it's really pretty. So I want to do that. But yes, Drops Cotton Light. I have 2 more of these sitting over there, so there'll be plenty enough to finish it. Contrast color on this, I'm not sure. I'm thinking about maybe a yellow or maybe a light blue. I'm not sure about that. Let me get some and I'll ask for your opinion. Okay, I went and got my colors here. I have this, but I'm not sure if this is going to be enough because it's only, it's not quite a full skein of that, but that's a pretty shade. I think that would go nicely with that. A very high contrast. What do you think? The yellow? Or we could go with the gray here. That could be a possibility. Or there's this baby blue shade that I have in here, but I haven't frogged this out yet, and I don't know. I may decide I want to finish it. It was Sheila's knit along. Sheila's knit along, and I finished this back piece for this, and I have the front nearly done, and I haven't frogged it back. So I may decide after all to just keep knitting with it and finish it, but I don't know. Give me your opinion. What do you think? Put it down in the comments what you think I should do. Should I go with the contrast? Should I go with the yellow here, which is a golden yellow? Or should I go with the gray? I'm kind of leaning towards the yellow, but just give me your opinion on that. I would appreciate that. So that's going to be finished before too long. I really want to finish it actually this week. So, except for the trim. I'm going to wait to hear your opinions on the trim. So put them down in the comments. I'm kind of leaning towards this yellow though. I'm thinking the yellow with the blue is kind of going to make it pop. The gray is kind of a dull gray. So those are my only 2 options. Those are the only 2 colors that I have that have enough to use for that. And the yellow, I'm not even sure it's going to be enough. So, or I could wait until I get the green that's coming in the mail. That's always an option too. Alrighty. Now for the next thing. And this is crocheted, and I finally picked it back up and I'm making a little bit of progress on it now because we're in the middle of July, and before we know it, 5, 6, 7 weeks down the line, 8 weeks, gonna be fall. So yeah, I know. Summer is flying by, flying by. This is just a, it's just a self-drafted pattern that I'm making a cardigan sweater, and I'm not sure what the right side and the wrong side was. Tend to do that. I'll just slip it on anyway. I have made progress on it, and I'm using Yarnsmith's Play and just this autumnal shade, and I've got a lot of it. I think the last time I showed you this was before I left on vacation. Yarnsmith's Play. I have a lot of these. I've had like six more of these, and they're quite generous. It just all different colors, autumnal shades. It's a very pretty yarn. It's a 3-weight acrylic sport, and there are 393 yards on one of these, or 360 meters. So there you go. It takes a 4 millimeter. I am using a 5 millimeter for this. I'm wanting to keep it coming down. I think I need to here I think I need to increase more, because right here it was going good, but right here it started. So I'm going to take it back a little bit, rip it back a little bit, and then add more stitches to increase it just a little bit more. I want it to overlap because I don't want it to be a button down. I just want it to be something I'm going to throw over, and it's going to be very long. I want it to be a duster length. I think that would be really pretty, but aren't the colors pretty in this? I think so. I am a natural redheaded person with blue eyes and light skin, and autumnal colors, fall colors, are my colors. They always look the best on me, I think. They just tone down everything and just complement my hair and everything. So I'm always leaning towards autumnal colors. I love fall colors, and my favorite time of year is fall. I love the fall. But it doesn't last very long. It does not last very long. We get our leaves turning usually in September, October, and by the middle of November, whoop, it's gone, and now we're in winter, so it's a very short season. Yes. I do like summer too, but the heat and the humidity, and lately the air quality has just kind of put a damper on it. So there's that, using a 5mm crochet hook. And this is just a very simple double crochet. I may come out with a tutorial sometime coming up showing you how to do the raglan, because it's not hard. You just start out with your chain that is going to be around your neck. You can easily slip over your head, even though it's open cardigan. Still, I measure that way. Then I start by marking off where I'm going to have the arms. So you can see there's 2 double crochet and the whole thing going down, and you're working down, and then you get it going, in the round until you get to where your yoke is at the right depth, and then you just close it in by doing your arms. And for this one, I did not add extra stitches under there. I just closed it in at the arm. So I made sure I had plenty of stitches in the beginning. So I'm not the best at showing tutorials like that. And I can only really do it for my size, which I'm a 1X. So I think around my area, my chest area, my chest circumference is I used to be a 50, and now I'm a 46 to 47 around the chest area. I think menopause shrunk me somewhat. And yes, I have been losing weight. Not by choice. It's not anything I'm purposefully doing. It's just that I've changed up my diet somewhat, and I just don't have the appetite that I used to have when I was younger. So I don't snack. Sometimes lunch is just iced coffee. I just don't get as hungry as I used to get. So there that is. That's project 2. Now project 3. I have to pick it up here. I've got needles all laying around. This is the baby blanket that I'm working on. I did make a little bit of progress on it since you saw it last time. There. And isn't that pretty with the 3 different colors? I'm using 3 different kinds of yarn here. We've got Yarnsmiths Create, DK, and a cream, and a what's this one? Parchment, and this here, Lagoon. Lagoon I'm using in 2 different shades. This shade of Lagoon and this shade of Lagoon. And I'm taking out the pink and the purple because I don't know what they're having. If they're having a boy or a girl. And I want to make the blanket to where it's more toned down. Not so much scream girl or not so much scream boy. So I did have a little bit of purple in there, but not much. That's pretty much, the thread stuck to it. So if you're curious, and look how I'm doing this. I'm carrying up the yarn as I go. There's 2 over here. There's 1 over here. And if you're confused by now as to how I'm doing this, by going down the row and picking up the next color, going down the row, picking up another color, then go check out my short tutorial. It's down in my playlist. I will link it in this video for you if you're curious and would like to know how to do that. But it makes a very unique fabric, especially if you have 2 shades of plain yarn and one that changes color. Very unique, very, very unique design there. Woo, I can see my face is getting redder in here as it is heating up. Wowie. And it's not that hot out. It's not that hot out. I think the temperature right now outside is like 72 degrees. So it's not that hot. It's just that it's stuffy and kind of humid. And I cannot open the windows yet. Not until we get a breeze going and the air clears. It's very hazy. And I don't know what's in the haze. So when I went out, when we had that wildfire smoke and the air quality was very bad, I went out to check the mail. I came back and I had a sore throat and a headache. Sore throat and a headache. So, yeah, it's not something that I can be out in. I know, and I'm a gardener, so there we go. But my garden is in raised beds, so that really, really helps. Cut down tremendously on the amount of work. And usually in early summer, when the mowing season gets full swing, I mulch it super duper heavy with grass clippings. Grass clippings really, really thick. And then I don't have any weeds except one here or one there, which walk outside and, oh, there's a weed, pull it, you know, that kind of thing. And pardon me, I'm extremely thirsty as well. Okay, let's move on. I'm going to show you this last thing now. This is a new thing. We're doing a new thing. It's beautiful. I'm making some floral. These are floral granny squares. They are beautiful. Aren't they beautiful? Look at that. Oh, and it sits up like a pretty flower there. That's gorgeous. And these are simple. I've got 4 of these. I've got 4 of these. Da-da-da-da-da. They're very pretty. And I'm going to be sewing them together to make a blanket. Now, if you're curious about this pattern, and if you are a intermediate to an experienced crocheter, you can make this. I'm going to link the tutorial. This is not my pattern, and I can't even pronounce the name of the lady that has the YouTube channel, but I'm going to say this. I do believe she's German, or Russian, I think German, and she doesn't talk in her tutorial. She just, you have to watch, and she'll put the little abbreviations up there sometimes, so following along, you have to just take your time with it and be patient. But I was able to do it, and I'm sure you can as well. I can't pronounce the name of her channel, like I said, but she needs some love over there because she doesn't have a lot of subscribers, and she has the most beautiful, beautiful floral designs on making squares and projects and all the like. And I'm going to link her channel in my description as well. And I'm going to put this one, here in my description so you can make it. I chose pretty much the colors she had there in her tutorial. So she's just doing it on screen, not saying anything. So you need to know what the stitches are, and yeah, you need to be a pretty good intermediate crocheter. But those are lovely, beautiful roses. Just lovely. I've always wanted to make a rose floral blanket. Just gorgeous. I've got a lot of these to work up. I done 3 yesterday. So I'm getting the pattern now up here in my head, which I don't have to go to the tutorial, which is nice. Yeah, at first I did. First couple of these I had to watch it. And then I sat without working on it, watching it 2 or 3 times more to get it memorized. And now I can make one without watching the tutorial. So very nice. I'm using a 3.5 millimeter crochet hook for this. And now I'll show you the yarn. I ordered the yarn. It is on sale, by the way, from Wool Warehouse. Wool Warehouse again. I got this lovely shade of orchid. Oh, here's my crochet hook. Yes, 3.5 millimeter. Put that down there. Yes. Purple Orchid is this shade. Isn't that lovely? Yes, 317 yards, 290 meters, as I stated before. Yarn Swiss Create double knit, 100% super soft acrylic. Get yourself some. No, I'm not sponsored by Wool Warehouse, but I do order from them quite often. The next color is this lovely Mojito Green. Ooh, that's pretty. It's a very lovely shade of green. And the last one is not white. I know it looks white on screen, but it is actually a pale silver. Pale silver. I'm sorry, I should be telling you the numbers in case you want the same colors. Pale silver, 3035. Mojito green, 3183. And purple orchid, 3326. Yes. So there you go. And I just ordered like a couple of each just to see how far it would get me. I probably will order more down the line. And the tariffs are not bad. Every time I order from a warehouse, I usually spend between $25 to $40, and the tariff price is never over $5. So, and the shipping is only $3. So, you know, it averages out. I mean, if I was to order from Hirschner's or Mary Maxim, I would be spending more than that just for the shipping. So there we have it. The only thing about it is it's a little bit of a wait. It takes a couple of weeks to get your order, but that's perfectly fine with me. So that's everything. And like I said, put your opinions down in the comments for what color I should add for the contrast on the cornflake top. And I will try to remember to link that as well. I've got a lot of things to link. And I want to mention too, please be patient with me. When I upload my video, I have to upload the video first. Then I have to come back and edit the links in my description. So if it's just uploaded by 4 or 5 minutes and you see nothing in there, don't say to yourself, well, that was something. I thought she was going to put those links in and she didn't do it. No, it's because I'm doing it immediately after the video uploads. So it may take 10, 15, 20 minutes for me to do that. So just letting you know that. I didn't forget you. And I try to get everything in as promised. And I usually immediately will watch my video to make sure I remember everything, because me talking and then doing the editing and then uploading, I sometimes may forget things. So, okay, gonna pick this up. Alrighty, I want to leave you this week with a inspirational quote. And this is my, well, it's not a quote, it's from the Bible, from Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11 and 12. Actually, 11 through 13. it's kind of my verse I've been leaning on. And I want to say, you know, a lot of times in life we make plans. Sometimes we make wonderful plans, and sometimes there's just we have to wait for the plans to come to fruition, or sometimes the Lord may have other plans and the original plans don't work out. The thing we got to remember is to be patient in all things, in all seasons, whether our plans work or whether they don't. If they don't be discouraged. Just lean on Jesus, because perhaps he has better things for you. If they do work out, then wonderful. Praise Jesus in the season of, you know, it working out. So I want to read this to you. Jeremiah 29, verse 11 through 13. The Lord says, "For I know the plans that I have towards you, plans of peace and not of evil, plans to give you a future and a hope." See, Jesus always has good plans for us. We make up plans, but it may not be good for us down the line. So Jesus knows all the plans he has for us. Then he says, then you will call upon me and go and pray to me. That's all we need to do. Go to pray to Jesus. And I will listen to you. See? There it is. And you will seek me and find me when you search for me with all your heart. So if we don't see our plans coming to fruition, we get disappointed, go to Jesus, talk to him. Tell him his will is to be done. Tell him your disappointments, your struggles, your everythings. Your everything. And he will listen to you, as it says right here. And if you seek him, you will find him. There is a lot of things going on in these days, and it can be quite discouraging. But remember to keep your eyes focused on Jesus in all things. So with that being said, I'm going to let you go now. I want you to have a wonderful, blessed, and healthy and safe week. And I will see you again on the next podcast. Bye, friends.